You've heard of these two important words, social justice. And in this video, we're looking at its goals and four key principles that are very important to achieving justice as a concept, as an idea in society. All right, let's take a closer look. Now, we'll begin with the definition of this concept. And the definition is very important because it allows us to understand the concept, how it's applied, as well as its impact on society. Now, by definition, it says social justice focuses on the equal distribution of wealth, right? So let's stop there for a minute and take a closer look at this. What does that mean? Social justice focuses on the equal distribution of wealth in society, right? Opportunities and privileges within a society. Now, this is very important because the distribution of wealth, opportunities, and privileges in society makes citizens equal and whole. It gives them a sense of belonging, a sense of importance. It makes them feel that the state cares about them and so forth. So the equal distribution of wealth and opportunities and privileges within a society is the idea of social justice. No one is left behind, right? Essentially, no one is left behind, just like the slogan, no child is left behind. In this case, no one is left behind. That is the core concept of social justice. In many cultures, right, especially in the West and Asian cultures, social justice requires citizens to work hard by meeting their social responsibilities to get their dues from society. Now, this is not only the case in Western societies or in Asian societies, but in societies all around the world that have different forms of social justice, different ideas of social justice, but all of the ideas of social justice incorporate the idea of hard work, the idea of citizens, playing their part and, being met by the government halfway, so to speak, right? So citizens play their part, they work hard, and that's what this means here, right? It requires citizens to work hard by meeting their social responsibilities. And what are those responsibilities? Obeying the law, taking care of your neighbor, paying taxes, defending your country, being mindful of the environment, and being kind to to others and so forth. And usually the list is long. Social responsibilities. When that happens, they get their dues from society, and they get their dues from the government, from society. They are respected. Society, performs its duties towards them. The government performs its duties towards them, and the society moves on and on and on, and everybody's happy, essentially, and so forth. Right? That is the definition of social justice. Social justice focuses on the equal distribution of wealth. So the wealth in society. Now let's take a look at this closely. So here we have society. And society has different levels, right? It's usually a pyramid. It's a pyramid, right? So this is pyramid, has different levels. And here we usually have the rich, right? Those who have money, those who can take vacation anytime they want. They have vacation homes, and they can fly to very expensive places and so forth. The upper class, right? The super rich, the middle upper class. You have the middle class, and you have the working class, and you have the working poor, right? In society. Now, the wealth in this case is concentrated here. Now, social justice comes in and say, wait a minute now, we need to do something about it because these folks are not getting a fair shake. These folks are not getting a fair shake. These folks are, enjoying all the privileges in society. We'll come back to the privileges, right? All the opportunities and all the wealth. So we need to do something about this, right? So the idea then is to take the wealth here and distribute it equally down here. That way everybody has a share. Everybody has opportunities. Everybody has, access, etc. Right? And that's the idea of social justice. So take money here, take the wealth here, take the resources here, and distribute it equally, amongst citizens. That way, you don't have people sitting up here and people sitting up here, but most people will be in the middle, right? Most citizens will be in the middle, equal distribution of resources. That's the core idea of social justice, the equal distribution of wealth in society, opportunities and privileges. So the wealth in society could be, governmental resources, monies that come to citizens, access opportunities, education opportunities, job opportunities, training opportunities, economic opportunities, social and cultural opportunities, and so forth that are usually in society, right? That are usually in society, and privileges within society. This is the core of social justice. In many cultures, once again, let's take this point once again. It's important to understand this. In many cultures, again, we use West and Asian, but again, you can find this in African cultures, in South American cultures. Social justice requires citizens to work hard by meeting their societal responsibilities to get their dues from society. All right, now let's move on and take a look at the goals. Now, this is a definition. Now, goals. The goal or main objective of social justice is the full, please take note, and equal. So two things happening here. One is full, one is equal. Participation of every citizen, every category of citizen in a society, and that participation is mutually shaped to meet their needs, right? What does that mean? Mutually shaped to meet their needs. So the society and individual are both, benefiting from this. The individual is, putting in hard work, and society is meeting the individual halfway and giving the individual the dues, right? And this is important to understand, because the goal then is each individual has full and equal participation in society. Every group in society, the racialized groups in society, each one of them, the social economic, those are the bottom of the social economic ladder and so forth, all of them have full and equal participation, right, in society, and that participation is mutually shaped to meet their needs. Now, what does that mean? Once again, it means that society and individual are benefiting, right? They're benefiting, and it's a negotiation, sort of a social contract, that I will do this, you will do this, everybody's happy, everybody benefits from it, etc. Right? So then it further says, to achieve that equal participation, social justice focuses on the equitable. Now, equitable means fair, right? Fair. So, fair distribution of resources in society that are deemed to belong to everyone. So, those resources that are deemed to belong to everyone, let's say, crude oil, let's say, gold, platinum, whatever you have as resources in society usually belongs to everyone. It doesn't just belong to the rich, and the rich should not be hogging those resources. The resources belong to everyone, and everyone should benefit from those resources equally. Again, that's the idea, right? Then it says it also focuses on the physical and mental well-being of citizens, right? So again, full participation, full and equal participation come with, sound mental and physical health. You are able to enjoy the resources, you're able to enjoy that full participation when you're healthy, body and mind. And again, this is very important. Okay, so the goals of social justice is to ensure that there is a full and equal participation in society, and that participation is mutually shaped to meet their needs. All right, so let's move on to the last point here, which is the principles, right? The principles of social justice, and there are 4 of them: equity, which is fairness. So let's take note of this. Equity is fairness. Access, right, to resources, right? So you're able to get resources. Participation, you are participating activities, you are in society, you are voting, you are working, you're contributing to the economy, you are contributing to the environment, you're contributing culturally and so forth. That's participation. And rights, right? Your rights are respected. And this is very important to social justice. Rights have to be respected. They are not respected, then you're not a full participant, right? Somebody's denying your right to fully participate in society. And certainly it's not equal. So rights are very important. Your participation is very important. And what do we mean by participation? Economic, social, cultural, and what have you. Access to resources, getting through distribution of resources, right? So you get access to resources and gives you full and equal participation in society. And of course, equity. We have to be fair in society, right? Equity doesn't mean equality, but equity really points at the end game of equity is equality, right? So we have to be fair to everyone in society according to their circumstances and according to their needs. This is social justice, its goals, and 4 key principles that are very important in society today. And especially in the wake of George Floyd murder, people talking about social justice is more pronounced. People now understand it better. People are pursuing it and so forth. It's very important in society for people to understand this key concept, its goals and principles, and how it works and how it impacts society.